in terms of the crime rates, I've always thought there are really two interesting stories. One is the trend line in terms of the number and incidence of crime generally. But I think the second part of it, which often gets left out, is the distribution of crime. Like when you look at in the crime wave of the 1970s or whatever, it wouldn't be surprising in the least for people in our socioeconomic circle to really know people who are victims of drive-by shootings or muggings, even in relatively nice parts of cities. What we've kind of achieved in society today is that even when we do have relative increases in crime, that they tend to be concentrated in demographics of the country outside of elite corridors, which kind of makes it easier for politicians and elites to ignore the problem. I wonder, I mean, if this Durban shooting had happened, or if we were to see a bunch of members of Congress or bankers or whoever actually be the victims of violent crime, would we have a different attitude toward it?
Well, we already do. I mean, why do people care so much about OxyContin and fentanyl? It's because middle class people in Ohio and Dallas are the ones overdosing. So I think the nation's attitude about drug use has changed quite a bit because more prominent people are, the victims of addiction now.
But I think even that speaks to the point that it was, in fact, a middle-class phenomenon. I think we would have had much quicker, earlier attention to the drug issue if it had been concentrated at that elite level where our politicians and elite decision makers really come from.